Everybody.
Oh my God, magnificent.
Now it's funny because you see, of all the stuff that you do, and you put mouse traps on your tongue, you do all sorts of stuff. You seem a little queasy watching that.
Not even queasy. It's like, fuck, man, because
he's tried.
Yeah, we've had some sessions and stuff, and I know what it takes and what your body feels to go through this.
Because I was going to ask if you've ever done it.
Yeah, I've gotten a sword down a few times, coat hanger stuff, and I know what it takes, and for him to drop a sword like that, ribbed that way, that size, that fast, that easily, and literally pull it out like that and not lacerate. I mean, literally not cut something. It's fucking awesome. And I'm a fan first and a performer second. I got into Cydeshow and into this shit because I thought it was awesome.
Right.
Now I'm performing and hanging out and literally booking shows.
So first time you saw him with the sword swallowing.
I'd seen sword swallowing before. I absolutely had.
Your buddy Chris would do it.
My buddy Chris, and I saw a lot of people on the East Coast. I've seen it before a million times, but being able to talk and being a character and charismatic and entertaining, but also the array, and that's kind of what leads into the show where we wanted to talk about Down the Hatch, his solo show coming up.
Right.
You go and you see a sword swallower. They have one or two swords. They do their thing. This guy has a sword sitting in that bag with an 80-degree curve on that thing. It's like a half a moon. When he swallows this thing, he has to turn his entire body to fit perfectly the shape of that degree. Otherwise, he'll shoot out the side of his ribs. There's no fucking jokes about this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can't. I look forward to seeing the show.
Young bucks like this are not doing shit like this because it's impossible.
Right.
You can have a dude go on America's Got Talent, swallow a sword, and fly down a pole because he's been pole dancing his whole life.
Right.
Give him one of these things, you have to change his diaper.
Right.
I'm telling you. That's why his solo show that's coming up, Down the Hatch, you will see everything from the beginning to the end.
I can't wait to see it.
No sword swallowers come out and said, hey, look, this is how I got into it, this is how I started, and this is what I started with, and this is where the fuck I ended up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, that bag is dangerous. So
Did you start with a hanger like everybody else, or did you just start with a sword? I was kidding about the knife thing.
Yeah, right. It's actually, no, I started with a sword.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
You dove right in.
Would you recommend that for all of our aspiring sword swallowers listening?
No. I recommend if anybody out there listening wants to learn how to swallow swords, I recommend you email me at darrenmalfi@gmail.com and I'll hook your ass up proper so you don't die.
Well, Darren, I don't think I've ever asked you, of all the times that you were on America's Got Talent.
I was.
How did you not get past? What happened?
I was. Actually, I did.
Or did you get past?
I did pretty good, but you know what it was, and I don't want to be that guy, but it was really one of those things where, and I even knew going into it, I wasn't going to win it. They want little kids or you know what I mean, a couple or, this type of stuff. So they use Sideshow and magic and stuff as a spectacle to boost ratings for highlight reels and stuff.
Right.
So I knew that going into it. So basically, the casting director hit me up and said, hey, I saw you doing this one thing. You think it'd be cool? So the bit that I came up with to start was I do the thing where I slide my body through the tennis racket.
Right.
And then I get halfway down and I'm stuck, and I take the zip tie, do the human hourglass.
Oh, yeah, human hourglass, yeah.
And I drop it down. So I combined the two, and then what I did was I set the tennis racket on fire and did it.
Wow.
And then I ate it out, right? So, make a long story short, I came on, and everything that could go wrong for a performer went wrong. They put my stuff in the wrong spot. The mic was the wrong, the song was wrong, the tech was too, you know what I mean? So I came out and I did my thing, and the funniest thing about it was I got past a couple rounds, and then I get to the round, I'm doing that thing and
on TV,
that stunt, and it's Howard Stern,
right,
Howie Mandel, the Spice chick,
Mel B,
right, and then Klum, Heidi
Klum, who's so talented herself,
right, yeah, she's unbelievable. So we come on, so sure enough, I get down, I'm doing my thing, and I'm 15 seconds in, I get to the zip tie thing. Boom, I pull the zip tie. And was it Mel B? Is that what it is?
Right.
Boom, she hits the button. Bang, what the? And she
I can see that.
Yeah, she turns around.
They can't stand it.
Then Howie Mandel, bang, oh my God, what the? And Howard Stern's looking at me, kind of going, and boom, he buzzes me. Then I finish my whole, Klum never buzzed me. I go through the whole thing, I finish, but I eat the fire, whatever.
Right.
So we finish up, and then they're doing the bit where they talk to you. So how Mel B buzzed first, she says, it was just absolutely disgusting. I just couldn't look at it. I don't see how same thing. Oh, this is just gross. I don't even want to know. I don't even know what's going on. Right. So then Howard Stern's like, look, man. He's like, the stuff was fucking cool. He's like, I know Sideshow guys and I know shit like this. He's like, but I got to tell you, you're not likable.
What?
Right? He's like,
oh, that's
like,
Howard
Stern.
Yeah.
He says to me, he's your character and your personality, you're just not a likable person. I'm like, wait a minute, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, you mean to tell me the most hated motherfucker in the world is? And so then I'm clicking back to, and this is why I'm going full circle. So I knew I wasn't going to win this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So right before I go on, I pull one of the casting directors aside. I say, hey, look, I'm not going to win this, but what's going to get me like a lot of camera time?
Right.
Like, she said, seriously, if you go out there and you argue with them and you scream and curse, they'll put you in every fucking highlight reel.
Great.
So I come out, sure enough, Howard Stern, and I'm like, you mean to tell me, you stupid fucking Jew that